Yoshinobu Yamamoto, let me tell you something. The latest on Yamamoto, the Mets, the Yankees, the Red Sox, so many teams are interested in Yoshinobu Yamamoto. This is All Things Mets. This is where you get your latest Mets media. Everything you know about the Mets on this channel. Definitely do me a favor, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into today's topic, and that is the latest on Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And yes, this guy is a prized possession. A big starting pitcher on free agency. This is the craziest free agency we've seen in some time. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is getting offers all over the place. The Mets, the Yankees, the Red Sox, so many teams, the Dodgers, so many teams are putting up all the stops to get this guy. And, latest on the Mets news is Steve Cohen had a dinner with Yoshinobu Yamamoto, with Jeremy Hefner, David Stearns, and Alex Cohen as well. And this is big news because kind of the baseball world was shocked because of this meeting. Nobody thought that Yoshinobu Yamamoto was going to be in Steve Cohen's house. We know that Steve Cohen went to Japan and had a dinner, with Yoshinobu Yamamoto and David Stearns as well. But the big news is Steve Cohen had Yoshinobu Yamamoto in his house. So this is huge news. Definitely, this is a big meeting. This was a big meeting for Steve Cohen. Apparently, according to Andy Martino, there's no offer on the table just yet, but it's coming in the coming days. And, the Yankees heard about this, meeting with the Mets, and they scrambled and they decided, listen, we got to get a meeting as well. So the Yankees also had a meeting yesterday as well with Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And when it comes to Yoshinobu Yamamoto, this guy is all over the place. So many teams putting out all the stops for this guy. We know that if you don't know that the Dodgers had a meeting with Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, a lot of top players, top executives, definitely so many teams are putting out all the stops for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And this is the guy. He's getting reportedly he's also got an offer from the Red Sox for $300 million plus. The Yankees haven't made a offer to deal with Yoshinobu Yamamoto just yet. But the Yankees, the Mets, and the Dodgers, possibly Yoshinobu Yamamoto is gonna get up to a $340 million plus contract. Definitely, a lot of teams are in on this guy. A 9-10 year contract. A guy that's 25 years old. So many teams are going after this guy, and we know that Steve Cohen, he's engaged. He wants this guy. Steve Cohen, we know his tactics. We know the dinner tactics, what he did with Francisco Lindor, what he did with Max Scherzer, the tactics that he takes to, get free agents. And listen, having Yoshinobu Yamamoto at his house, that was a big sign of good things to come for the Mets. We know, it doesn't mean that the Mets are going to sign Yoshinobu Yamamoto and that he's going to decide with the Mets. But to be honest, this is huge news because nobody expected a meeting, after the first meeting with the Mets. So nobody expected Yoshinobu Yamamoto to go to Steve Cohen's house. So at the end of the day, the Mets want this guy really bad. David Stearns, Steve Cohen is putting out all the stops to get this guy. And I think if all goes well, David Stearns and Steve Cohen is going to get this big fish, and if they don't, then they don't. But I think they definitely putting out all the stops to get this guy. So we can't say as Met fans, these guys are not doing what they're supposed to do with Yoshinobu Yamamoto, because we've heard a whole bunch of reports that the Mets are in, the Mets are engaged, and the Mets really want this guy. They're willing to offer so much money to this guy. This guy, listen, the Mets might have to overpay for Yoshinobu Yamamoto, but in that case, it's so many teams that want him. We know Steve Cohen is not going to be outbid when it comes to money. So he's going to get a big offer from the New York Mets. He's going to get a big offer from Steve Cohen. And listen, I don't know if it's going to be $400 million plus, but I don't think that the Mets should go $400 million for Yoshinobu Yamamoto, in my opinion. A guy that never pitched in the major leagues. Yes, he's a guy that's 25 years old. He's young. He did great, in the KBO league. But just in general, that Yoshinobu Yamamoto, you don't know what this guy is going to be. So I wouldn't offer him a $400 million plus contract. But it's Steve Cohen's money, and he's willing to offer whatever it takes. So I definitely think when it comes to Yoshinobu Yamamoto, we're gonna see some news going on with Yoshinobu Yamamoto, and in the coming week as well. He's getting close to his decision. I heard reportedly it's before Christmas that the decision should be made. So I think this is a big decision for the New York Mets off season, and we know that Steve Cohen really wants this guy. So it depends on what he wants to do. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, he's having meetings with the Yankees, with the Phillies, with the Red Sox, with the Mets, with the Dodgers. So many teams want this guy, but who's gonna get him? I really don't know. I hope that the Mets get him, of course. Let me know what you guys think about Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Do you guys really want this guy? Do you think he's gonna make or break our offseason? When it comes to the Mets, I think this is a big fish that they really need. And, after that, they need to do more. It just doesn't stop Yoshinobu Yamamoto. So I hope that the Mets are engaged with a lot of free agents, and they got some offers all over the place. I hope that the Mets really have a good offseason. But when it comes to Yoshinobu Yamamoto, we know that Steve Cohen, David Stearns, pulling out all the stops to get this guy. So we'll see what happens at the end of the day. But yeah, guys, I love you guys so much. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, man, that's going to be the video. If you enjoyed, love you guys so much. Appreciate you. LFGM for life. Stay blessed. We'll keep you on the latest on what's going on with the Mets. So yeah, stay tuned, guys.